Hello and welcome to Top Apps. Zach here, and I'm here at Sugar Rush PJ to talk about apps to you. And today I've got an app that sort of brings more of a desktop experience to your mobile devices. Now, one of the first things I noticed when I switched over to a smartphone back many years ago is that browsing on a smartphone or even on a tablet, it feels very mobile, if you know what I mean. I mean, lots of websites have mobile versions and they have completely different designs and functionalities, and particularly, for example, YouTube, where the desktop version and the mobile version are completely different because of software restrictions and stuff like that. And of course, most built-in browsers, they don't support things like Flash, and some don't support HTML5, and some don't really support JavaScript, so it feels very restricted. So I've got a new kind of browser for you, and it's called Dolphin Browser, and it brings the desktop experience of browsing to your mobile devices. So let's jump in and check it out. Well, there's a few nice customizable features, but first, right off the bat, you're going to notice at the top of the screen, we've got tabs. That's right, tab browsing is now possible with this app. In terms of searching, you have this sort of gesture, sort of drawing recognition, and also voice recognition, and we can go ahead and check out some of these settings here. When it comes to settings for browsers, there's a lot of extensive stuff, especially when you're going for the desktop experience anyway. And some cool things is you can sort of change how it loads data, like should it load images, whether you're on Wi-Fi only all the time or just never load images. Same with JavaScript. Should it always load JavaScript or just on Wi-Fi or stuff like that? And most importantly, should it load Flash, because Flash is the real resource hog and it will drain not just your battery but also your data. So you could set that to on demand or never, or just always just let it through, which is very good in terms of customization. But besides that, we've got gesture recognition. So let's say we want to create a gesture to go to YouTube, a sharp Y looking thing. Makes sense, right? Y for YouTube. I can press done and we can test it to see if it recognizes it. And it's quite good at recognizing, even if you don't draw it exactly. So let's back out to the main browser here, and we can bring up the gesture sort of controls, and I can just draw a symbol, and that was a really bad Y, but it still recognized it as YouTube, and it's bringing me straight to YouTube. And while we're on YouTube, this is the big difference in terms of mobile version and desktop version. And one big issue I've noticed on many browsers is if you go to the desktop version, let's say you don't really like the mobile version, you have your own account that you want to manage, or you want to upload videos or things like that. The mobile version isn't always the best, and sometimes you want to fine-tune your controls just a little bit. And one problem with our desktop version on mobile devices is that quite often videos don't play. And just to prove to you that it can play, here we go. I'm playing a YouTube video on the desktop version using Dolphin Browser because it supports Flash and HTML5 and all of that cool stuff. In general, Dolphin Browser, very flexible, very nice, gives you the control, gives you the choice, so I have to recommend it.